Hey, Options Auto Trader family, super excited to announce this new feature which allows you to roll your options. If you have no idea what rolling your options is, I'll explain it here in just a second, but rolling has now been added to the software, which means if you have a position that has gone bad for any reason, you can now roll that trade so that you can keep it alive and hopefully turn it into a winner later on. And so if you're not familiar with what rolling is, it's essentially taking a trade that has gone bad, aka the market has gone against it, and pushing it out and going further out in time, or moving the strike prices so that you have a better position so that you can hold on to the trade longer and let it turn back into a winner. So let's explain how this works inside the software. It's super simple. Again, we're going to build it more in depth and more complex features here in the future, but I wanted to start off super simple. Go in here to your settings. Underneath management rules, where we control how we manage the trade. All the way down here at the bottom is these new rolling features. So we can see right here, I can roll when certain conditions happen. So if I want to roll, my short strike is hit. Let's say I sold a put down here and the market drops and it now hits the option that was sold. I can roll at that point. So I can roll my short strike is hit. I can also roll when my DTE is hit. If you're following a Tasty Live structure and you enter at 45 days and you want to close, basically reopen or roll the position once there's 21 days left, you could do that as well. If you want to roll when your stop loss is hit, you can do that as well. So there are three main criterias of when we're going to activate the roll. That is when your short strike is hit, when the DTE is hit. Again, all these are based on how you structure your close, and based on when your stop loss is hit, we can then roll the trade. Now, how are we going to roll this trade is the next group of settings, okay? And this is we can roll it further out of the money by certain X dollars, okay? So let's say we want to go $10, $50, maybe $100 further out of the money without changing the expiration date. We can put 50 here, which means that, hey, when one of these conditions that I say are hit, I want to move my strike price further out of the money by $50. Now, what if I also want to go further out in time so that I have more time in the trade to be right? I can roll the expiration by a certain number of days. Let's say I want to roll it out 2 weeks in time. I'll put 14 days here. That means that I'm going to look at the next expiration date that is closest to 14 days away from my current one. So whatever the current date is, I'm going to go 14 days out into the future, and that's I'm going to roll it. So now I get to roll out further in time and move my strike price down further, and that's how you can roll a position. Now, so that we don't get stuck in an infinite rolling where we close, reopen, there also is a max number of rolls set to 1 by default and go all the way up to 10 different rolls that you can keep doing. But again, typically you want to stay around 1 to 2 rolls per trade if you do roll. If you have no experience with rolling, go look at Tasty Live. They have a lot of research and studies on this. I'm not a fan of rolling. I just like to take my losses, move on to a better trade instead of hoping that this trade is going to work out. But if you are someone who does enjoy rolling, this is how you do it. So to explain it more visually for my visual learners, let's say we sell a put here. Oops, let me bring my drawing tool on Trading View. Sorry, this is getting my way. Drawing tool here. Let's say I sell a put down here. And so if the market then decides to come down and go against me, and now my trade's losing because it's now basically in the money, and I want to give myself more time to be right because I think the market is going to rebound, what I can then do is set my short strike hit as my rolling criteria. Once this is hit, I can then move the strike price down a bit more, and I can go further in time, maybe another month or so, depending on how long I'm trading, to give me more time on the position, to push it down a bit lower, to allow the market to reset and come back up, and it gives me time to be right and turn this loser into a winner. Now, that doesn't always happen. The loser can stay a loser and get even worse, but rolling is one way to do that, and now it's built in. And to my knowledge, this is one of the only, or the Options Auto Trader is the only software that allows rolling right now. So I'm super excited to be one of the first. Hope you will go enjoy it. If you're a member now, go do it if you want to. If you're not a member yet and you want to start trying it, click the link down below and you can start using the Options Auto Trader as soon as it. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can use the rolling feature to turn losers into winners.